guys. It is, what time is it? 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. I am getting ready because I have 2 appointments this morning. I have one to go get a pedicure, which I'm long overdue for. And since it's open toe season here, we're going to be like 86 degrees here today. I need to go get that done, and then I have a hair appointment, which I'm so overdue for as well. I mean, my hair is like all grown out. It's just overall really dark, and I usually lighten it for the summer. So if you see me later today, if I do another video, or tomorrow morning, you guys will see new hair. I thought today I'd play with some new makeup I got. And I didn't pay a lot of money for it too. So I want to show you guys these buys I got because I haven't done a TJ Maxx haul in a while, and I have like so much TJ Maxx stuff to do. I am going to do those. I'm just really behind on boxes, and I had sent some boxes for review from companies that I have deadlines on. One of them I just did. I didn't really have a deadline on it, but it was time to do it. And then I just got another brand new box to me in, which I can't wait to get into. I'm so excited about it. But I will be getting to some TJ Maxx stuff. But I did a mini one the other day. I'm trying to find the price on this dang thing. It's like the price isn't on it. It was under $10. This is by Pure. It was a $28 value. Oh, I'm sorry. It was an $80 value, and Pure was selling it, or wherever you bought it, for $28. I got it under $10. This is the Pure Get the Perfect Selfie Kit, and it comes with a palette with 4 blushes, 6 eyeshadows, a lippy, a primer, and an eyeshadow. And the reason I got this is because this is a great kit for travel, and I thought, you know what, that's like all in one. I can take it with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and play with it. I took everything out of it already. So here is the palette itself, and I'm just gonna cover the mirror. So it does have a mirror down there, but there's the shadows and the blushes. So we're gonna dive into those. And then it also came with this primer, which I'm about to put on. This looks interesting. This is a blurring photography primer. It's blurry in the screen, trying to get you guys to see. Is that neat packaging? It's like holographic packaging. And then it came with also their mascara, which I haven't used. And I just finished a mascara. Actually, I just finished 2 mascaras. One was from Tarte, one was from Too Faced. So those will be in my empties video that I gotta get done. And I am working on this one that came in, I think one of our Allure boxes. This is the Wander Beauty Mile High Club. I really, really like this one. So let me just show it to you. I really like this one, but we're not gonna use it today. Today, instead, we're gonna use the Pure one. Also in this kit, some different little like things came in. So, and I used all 3 of them. The first was a towelette that felt dry. I was like, how is this gonna take my makeup off? And I had some like remaining like mascara or something on my eyes. I always do, even after washing. This is even after, like yesterday I washed, took my makeup off. I still had stuff on my eyes. I used this towelette, and I thought it was gonna be dry, and it wasn't. It was actually very oily, and it took the rest of the makeup off that was left on my skin. Then I washed my face, and then there was like this eye stuff called, I think it was eye tone up, and you put it all around your eye. Did give me a little bit of a tingling sensation, did feel tighter, but as you can see, I mean, it didn't really take the puffiness down, so there's that. And then it had like a tone up, or it was a firm up moisturizing cream. That felt great. It still feels tacky on my skin a little bit. So actually all of the products I'm using today are from Pure, and those were like samples that came in. Ooh, okay, so look at what this looks like. This is like a liquidy type of, it's got like a little, what looks to me like a little bit of like glitter or shine to it. So we're gonna rub it in. This is the primer. Oh, I almost just pulled my earring out of my ear, and see how it does. But I figure if I stuck to all Pure products, all right, so I don't have enough. It is leaving a sheen on my hand, so I'm assuming that there's also a little bit of a sheen on my face. There's really no scent to this at all that I can smell. And I've been having some problems. I don't know if I'm putting too much makeup on, but yesterday, or if it was the combination of my products, that's why I'm gonna try to stay with all the same makeup brand today for the most part. I don't have a Pure foundation, but yesterday I was like all in here. There was like, I don't know if I think it might have been my primer or something. It like got cakey and started like breaking up in here. It was gross. So anyway, I got new sponges, and I just wet them. Well, I I didn't wet this one. This is the size they were. Did I wet that one? No, not really. All right, but I wet the 2 other ones and I just wrung them out and they're like monsters. Look at, I mean, it's like, they're so big. So, and that's like squeezed out. They're just damp now. And I do have my Beauty Blender from Beauty Blender, which is little, which I might be using for like up in here. And I have Jeffrey's concealer, so I'll use his concealer today. And I might use the Ciate London over my eyes again. Depends, because I also got a new one that I wanted to try out from... Actually, I'll show you. Hold on. Okay, this one was in our recent Allure box. This was the Eye Lights by Model Company. Model Company. So there's this one or the pink one. You can see the difference here. This is more of like a champagne color one. And I've used this and I really love it. This I used once and it peeled, but I used it over a Jelly Much shadow, so that might have been the issue. The other thing that I got that we could try over the eyeshadow is these Stila Oh My Stars. This was $12.99 for the 3 of them. And they are Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow, and there's 3. So let's see if we can get in here and I'll tell you guys, I'll show you guys the different colors. So I don't know what I'm doing with my eyes yet. I haven't. Okay, well that was my workout for the day. All right, so here they are. They are in the color Gold Dust, Kitten Karma, and Diamond Dust, and they are literally gold, silver, and bronze. Maybe I'll turn them. Does it say steel on both sides? I don't know if you guys can see, but they're gold, silver, and bronze. So maybe we'll use these if I feel like I need a little bit of glitter, because I need to look good. You know, I'm going to get my face done, or my hair and my toes done. I want to look decent. All right, we're gonna try this Beauty Blender Monster Sponge. We're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna pull my thing down here. So, and I'm just using my L'Oreal today. That's what's down here. So that's what I've been using. Last week I got my nails done and my eyebrows done. And then this week it's toes and hair. So a little bit of Terry time the last couple weekends, much deserved. So we just went and signed the paperwork yesterday for Drew's car over to the insurance company. So it was probably too much there. So they are processing it as a total loss, and we can start to go look for a new car. But good thing I got Gap, because Gap's not covering like $3,000 or $4,000, or the bank's not, insurance company's not covering $3,000 or $4,000. I think it's like $3,500. It might be $4,000. That's because Drew travels so much. In 3 months, he had 12,500 miles on the car, which is a lot. And they calculated it, or knew that, because he had gotten regular oil changes, and of course they mark it, so that's how they knew how many miles he had. So it greatly depreciated the vehicle. Drew's had a hard time. I don't know if I told you guys or not, but he lost another friend, and this was a really good friend. I'm not going to say how the kid passed away. It's very private, and it's beyond, you know, I think it's still being investigated. So, but Drew saw the kid on Saturday, and the kid died on Monday. I think Drew found out on Tuesday. He worked with the child as well. Him and his friend, one of his best friends, they've been good friends for years, and they had gotten him a job about, I don't know, 6 months ago. And Drew was on the same shift as he was, and so they worked together regularly every single day. And I didn't know why he wouldn't go back to work. He was like skipping work, and he's like, I don't want to go to work. I don't want to go to work. Well, he told me the other day it was because his friend wasn't there, but all his stuff was still there, all his tools and all his stuff with his name on it. And Drew was just having a really hard time. He's lost a total, he told me, of 11 friends since he's been 18, and he's 21. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm worried about him, because this is not normal. You know, this is not normal. And these are all preventable deaths. These are all like children making bad decisions. That's what it is. So it just makes me sad, and sad for him, because he has to keep going through the pain. He was the pallbearer again in his friend's funeral, and had to, you know, carry his friend to, I don't know. It just really has got me worried about my son, as you can imagine. So, does that look pretty? that's too heavy for this morning, but I just wanted to let you know that's kind of what's been going on there. And then I'm just having some struggles with, some big struggles with my ex-husband, and being able to even talk to him or text him. He won't respond to any text or anything. I'll be honest with you, it's a long story, so I don't get too much into it, but his wife was nasty to me at my son's birthday party. I got real upset. She threatened me verbally, and I called and tried to talk to my ex the next day, because in retrospect, I think there was something I did wrong, and I apologized. And when I told him, you know, his wife didn't need to take it that way, maybe he should talk to her about that, he defended her bad behavior. She continued to, apparently she's been snooping, so now her new nickname is Erin Snoops a Lot. And she was on all my social media, my Instagram, my Facebook. She's not friends with me on any of that. She was searching me, and you guys know that, like, my Instagram, you can't search me by name, so you would have to know what my name is on there, so, which is Southern Yankee 15. If any of you guys want to follow me on there, you guys are more than welcome. And so that means she was on my YouTube as well, so she might even be watching this now. I don't know. So I don't like her. I think she's not a nice person. I never thought she was a nice person. I think she's got my ex-husband worried that, you know, he'll lose another wife because I left him. And so he does anything she says, including making bad decisions about our children, which is what this was all about. And so she is now blocked on all my social media, but I can't block her on YouTube, because if she has a YouTube channel and she watches this, I don't know what her YouTube name is. So she's blocked on everything else. You know, you don't want to see something, don't go looking for it, right? If she goes looking for this and she sees it, well, that's her fault. So there's a big mess now with the graduation party, and my daughter's being hurt. He's saying that, first he tried saying that I wasn't going to be allowed to come to the graduation party, and Mackenzie made it very clear, my mom's going to be at my graduation party. And so I'm planning the graduation party, and all his family is coming. And if he doesn't come, then that's a moment in time that he loses with his daughter forever, and he will never get it back, ever. I am going to go into the cheek leader squad here for the bronzer. And I'm going to just use my big fluffy brush, and I'm going to use the Hoola bronzer. This is a little dark. I'm going to use this one for now. And Kenzie just went to his graduation from college, and he's saying he won't go to hers. Drew didn't show up. He didn't want, I guess he told his dad he was going to go, but he didn't. Drew's got some issues with his father, so he just didn't go. And I'd help Scott with that. I would help him. I'd help him build his relationship back up with his kids. I'd help him with all of it. But he can't, he's not allowed to talk to me. So it's a shame. It's a real shame. And anyway, so now he's saying he might not come to my daughter's graduation party. My mom and dad are coming down specifically to support Mackenzie and to be there for me, because this was so, like, emotionally draining. I did so much crying about this whole topic. And I'm looking at the eye colors and what color I want to go in. I think I'm going to go in with this blush right here. So if he doesn't show up, like I said, he's not hurting anybody, but he's not hurting me, he's hurting her. And the other day when she went to his graduation, she asked to have a picture with her dad, and he said no. He wanted a picture with the whole family, and this is the second time that's happened, and poor Kenzie was crying about it when she came home. And I told her, I said, you're going to have to talk to your dad and let him know that bothers you. I mean, why can't you take a picture with your kid? Why does it always have to be with your kid, your new wife and her kid? I mean, he's trying not to hurt his wife's feeling, and in the process is hurting his own daughters. And this is the second time she's asked for a picture of just her and her dad, the second time. And it's the second time he said no. She did talk to him about that. In his defense, he said he didn't realize he was doing it, but then followed up with, well, I'm trying to make everybody happy. So you did know you were doing it. You just didn't know it was hurting Mackenzie as much as it did, because why? She's easier to hurt, and it's okay if you hurt her? Like, come on. So anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on in my personal life with that really caused me a lot of stress, and I'm trying to step away from all of it. I can't make him do the things he needs to do. I try. I even like clue him in when our kids are having, like, even though I know he's not going to text me back, I still text him to let him know if our kids are going through something emotionally, if maybe he needs their support or they need his support. And he does try to reach out, I've noticed. So there's that. So that's good. All right. So I'm going to use a mix of all these colors. I'm going to go in first with this transition shade here, which is called Purist. It's kind of dark though. So we're going to see how we do. I did put something on my eyes already earlier, so. So anyway, I hope he shows up for his daughter's party. He's not participating. He's not paying for any of it. He's not helping to offer pay for it. I suppose I could give him a bill. We're doing it with her best friend's mom and her best friend's mom and their side of the family too. They go to different schools. So my mom's really, really, really upset with my ex-husband. They've been pretty friendly up until now. And she feels like he's really hurting Mackenzie. And so she's coming, and she said I hope she doesn't start a scene, because, you know, if my mom decides to say something, I can't stop my mother. She's like a freight train when she's on a mission. And she said she's going to let them know they're not cool anymore. I was like, there's no sense in doing that. Just, that'll upset Mackenzie more. Just come and, you know, be a part of the day, and Kenzie will appreciate that you came all the way from Buffalo to be there for her. I'm just using a brown. We're just going to do a little neutral look. And so hopefully there's no drama. I don't want any drama. I feel like drama, there's so much drama right now going on. On YouTube there's drama everywhere. And I just, for one, would like to be drama free. Anybody else? I just don't want any more. I really don't. So the thing that makes me upset is, like, at my son's birthday, I was trying really hard to build a bridge with his new wife. And yeah, I don't like her, but I was like, you know what, for my kid's sake, let me try to get along with her. Maybe I would like her if I got to know her, but didn't think so. But I was like, I'm going to try. I really was trying to build a bridge. And there was a topic that came up, and this is where I screwed up. There was a topic that came up that I should have not brought up at that time. It definitely was something that I should have brought up, because it was something that I was really upset about, and it had to do with a decision that was made by both of them concerning my son. And my son had a part to play in it too. But it could have had very bad consequences for him if anything had went wrong. Thank goodness nothing did. So I brought it up at the wrong time. She felt like she was defending my ex-husband, which she didn't need to do, because I was talking to her too. It wasn't defending. You need to defend both of you. You need to defend both your asses. So anyway, I called the next day and apologized to my ex and about my part in it, hoping that they would take the cue and, you know, own up to what they did wrong. But no, instead they just sat on their own bad behavior and thought it was okay. So it's not. But I can't make them own up to their part of this. I can't, you know, I was hoping that they would. They chose not to. So I feel like I have fought everything for my children since the divorce. He didn't pay child support for a couple years. I had to fight and take him to court for that. He gave me $45, was it a week or a month? I don't know. I think it was a month, $45 a month for almost 2 years for Mackenzie, till I took him to court. And the only reason I took him to court was because Robert was paying for everything, and he really encouraged me. To which when we went, my ex cried about the fact that I broke his heart. And he was very emotional. And this is, of course, right after he had just proposed to his new wife. I tell you, I wouldn't want to be marrying somebody that's crying over their ex. And other things. He said other things too. He said other things to me that would hurt her. But just on the off chance she is watching this, I'm not going to say what they are because I don't want it. I don't want it anymore, you know? All right, so I just did a really basic look, but I am going to go in with that dark color like halfway in the eye here, underneath the eye. I just want to be able to have a relationship with him where we can talk about our kids, you know, and I feel like he's not allowed to talk to me. He takes everything that I say as like a dig on him, but he does need some help in making decisions. He always has. Even his mother knows it. And you know, the thing is, if I said something to him, he does think about it, and he has a big heart, and he does think about it, and he does like come back and you know, try to right a wrong. But right now he's so jaded by the person he's with that he can't see the forest through the trees. And it's just really annoying. It's really, really annoying. And, you know, that relationship has damaged my children's relationship with him. And he doesn't even see it. And he has the opportunity to fix it. He does, but I don't think he's going to. All right. So I'm actually going to take, there's another matte color in here. And it's kind of reddish right here. I'm going to take that on the other, up in here. And I might come down, I'm going to marry the two, but I might come down and pull that Stila glitter, maybe on my inner corner line or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, you know? Anyway, I feel like, you know, I've been doing a lot of soul searching as a person, and where, you know, what are areas that I can work on? What can I do to better myself? And I think we all need to do that. You know, I really think that we all need to do that from time to time. You need to get right with the world and right with yourself. It's easy to point fingers at like what everybody else is doing wrong. And for me, that's really easy to point out for others. Not a great skill because I'm not perfect. I'm nowhere near. I think I'm a pretty hard person to love. I don't think I'm an easy girlfriend. I think that I'm a little bit, I'm not high maintenance in the sense that, like you have to buy me things because I pay for everything myself. I really do. But I am high maintenance in the sense of, I'm emotional. I'm an emotional mess, you know? Anybody else in the room? Anybody else also an emotional mess? I really am. And so I need a lot of like support, emotional support. And I was hoping to have that support with my ex-husband too. I thought we could be friends. I think he messes up all the time. Like, I think he screws up all the time with the kids. I know he does because they talk to me. And I know what he's done. But I can't help if somebody doesn't want to listen. I'll put my lippy on and then I'll finish my eyes. I'm trying to decide. I don't think I'm going to do eyelashes today. I think I'm just going to use the mascara that's in here because Michael, my hairdresser, is going to be washing my hair a couple times today and it splashes all over the place. So, all right. So this is like a lip gloss. This is funny. That has the same doe foot as Jeffree Star's thing where it keeps product in. I didn't notice that. So that's nice, and you don't have to keep dipping back in. This is a beautiful lip gloss. So this is called Squad. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but Can you see the sparkles in it? I think it's showing up on camera, but it's got little gold sparkles in there. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, darling. That's what I say. All right, so I'm gonna just smudge like the lower half of my line here with this. And we're gonna get some mascara on. And I'm just gonna sort of smudge it. Just pulling at my eye actually a little bit. So sometimes when you guys see that I'm down and out, or you can tell that I'm down in a video, it's because of some other stuff that's been going on in my life. And there's been some other stuff too. I mean, geez, with the car being stolen, there was something that I'm not ready to talk about with my son and his wife and my grandbaby. I'm going down to see them here in a week. And but it's been too much stress. Like when 2019 started, I was like, all right, this is going to be my year. This is going to be the year. This is going to be a good year. And then all this stuff happened, and it's just overwhelming to me. It's just overwhelming, and it derails me. Like for me, if I'm not right emotionally, like my world is not right. And if my kids have things going on, you're only as happy as your most unhappiest kid. You know, like if your kids have stuff going on, then you're going to have stuff going on. I'm going to do it very, very close to the lash line right down in here. Almost on the inner, and not quite. Because it looked weird right there. Uh-huh. Alright. Sorry, I can't talk when I'm doing my eyes. So, so yeah, so that's, you know, I try to be positive. I try to be happy all the time. I forgive easily. Like, I even said to Robert the other day, I said, there's going to come a day where he's going to realize, meaning my ex, like, he's going to realize how badly he screwed up, and he's going to feel bad, and he's going to apologize for the relationship and how he kept it. And at that point, it'll be too late. And Robert said, Terry, that's not true. I said, what do you mean? He said, that's not who you are. He said, that's not who you are. You can't, he goes, you can't hold a grudge. You forgive everybody. It's not in you. It's not in you to be that way. And he was right. I get mad and I'm like, yeah, that's how it's going to be. And then he's right though. He's right. I'm a softie. I'm really emotional. I can't hold grudges for long with anybody. But in my grudge, like when I'm mad, I'm mad. I also think it's funny too, because my daughter stood up for me and she's like, you know, your wife threatened mom. And he goes, well, not threatened like fight. She just like threatened like words. And my daughter goes, good thing she didn't threaten mom with fight, because mom would kick her ass. I was like, yeah. Yeah, I would. So, but I'm not a person that, I've never really, I got into like one little fight once in high school, but only because it was provoked. And I had to stand up for myself. And all I did was push a girl down. That was it. After she pushed me, I pushed her. And then she never bothered me again. And the next week, her house was burned to the ground. And it really was. I was like, oh my God. They had a big announcement on the... she was a bully. And she was bullying me for a while, and I just kept ignoring it because I didn't really care. I didn't know what her issue was. I do remember she didn't like the lipstick color I wore. And this is back when I was like 17 years old in high school. And I think I don't know, she just didn't like me. I didn't even know her. She was like a year older in school for me. And that looks good. So far, I like this. Is a very kind of lightweight mascara. Doesn't seem to be clumping. We'll see if it stays on and if it You know how it can break up and get on your face. I hate that. So, but yeah, she pushed me once when I was at my locker, and at that point I was just like, okay, I've had enough. I turned around, I shoved her ass to the ground. Like, I like literally like shoved her. She went sprawling backwards on the floor, and everybody laughed. And that was the last time she bothered me. So, you know, but today we've got all this violence going on in our schools now, and used to be like if you got into a fight like that and the principal saw that, like you'd have detention. You know, boys would get into big fights all the time, and all that would happen was they would get a referral or detention. Now it's a big, big deal. It's a lot of other stuff happens, or nothing happens, depending on the school system. So I moved Kenzie out of the school system I would have been in, she would have been in, if I had stayed with my ex-husband, because she would have not made it in that school. She's so sweet and so innocent. She would have gotten eaten alive at that school. There's a lot of violence there. And when my ex and I moved there, it was under the impression he needed to be back in the county. They made some law because he was a police officer. They made some law he had to be back in the county. And so we moved back into the county, but we moved into like the country part of the county. But it was very, really bad schools. And they said that they were going to have a new school built, a new middle school, a new high school. Well, the middle school was built. So we figured, well, or they were building it when we moved in. So my oldest son, that was actually his first, he was the first class that went to that new new middle school. But the high school never got built because then the recession hit in 2006, 2009 area. They never built it. And so it was a bad school. A lot of bad stuff at that school. So, yeah. I'm actually, just to brighten this up just a tad, I'm going to take the gold and put it in my inner corner here. Just a little bit of it. These are like minis too. These aren't like the normal size ones that I normally get. I'll just get a little glitter in there. Sort of brighten it up. I don't know if that brightened it up much. I don't know if I have much on here. We'll try this next eye and see. Because I got a little bit of shadow, the light color shadow on the inner eye. Yeah, I guess it did. Gave it a little bit of little punch. Alright, so all I need now is highlight, and there is no highlighter in that. So I'm just going to use Jeffree Star's highlight. I'm really liking his products, by the way. Unfortunately, some of his products I can't use because it's just weird colors, like, so I'm not using them. But I do like his products. They're excellent quality, if anybody's wondering. Like, if he has more normal product colors, there's that lipstick, that it was a liquid lipstick called Human Nature. I like that. It's pretty dark, but I like it. And I use it for, I'll use it and then put like a gloss over it. I saw a video recently of how to make your lips, like if you have thin lips, how to make your lips plump and fuller. And I've been practicing, and I want to do some before and after photos. But I was wondering if, because, you know, you guys might not have seen that same video, wondering if you guys want to see me do it, like a real person, you know? And so let me know. I know my hair is crazy. I'm getting, I curled it yesterday, so this is what's left over. It actually, sometimes it looks pretty good right now. Sometimes it looks better day two, but I have my L necklace on. This is beautiful. It's like rose gold. Let's see if I can bring you guys in to show it to you. It's rose gold, and it's got like, I don't know, like almost like a hematite type of a stone or crystal. It's got some sort of a dark crystal in it. It's really, really beautiful. And then I have my earrings in that I kept from Stitch Fix because they were also rose gold. And they filled a need in my I didn't really have hoops. I've got some rose gold earrings, but these were very delicate and pretty, and I thought they looked nice with this. So when I come home today, my hair will be significantly lighter. I typically do my hair a little bit darker in the fall, which my hair is naturally dark. I actually like this color quite a bit, but in the summer I'll go a little bit lighter, and so that's what we're getting ready to do. We're gonna go a little bit lighter, just sort of brighten it up around my face and stuff. I'm gonna have him just barely trim the ends because I'm trying to grow it out again, and then that's it. And then you know, for the summer I'll be lighter and more sun-kissed, and then in the winter we'll go back to something more like this where we're a little bit darker. And there's the finished look, guys. So overall, I like it. More neutral colors than what I've done before. Still just, I like when I do like a dark brown here and then like a champagne color, and then it's just got sort of a rust color in the background. I think that's a good look for me. What do you guys think? Did you like this? I know this was kind of chatty, and I know it was also deep and a lot of personal stuff about, you know, me and my family, and so I was very hesitant whether I should share any of that with you guys. I decided to, so I hope that you are respectful in the comments, because it is my personal life. It's real stuff, and it's heavy, and I don't know. If I start to see that we're getting a bunch of negative comments or something, then I'll just take the video down, or I'll disable the comments. I'm nervous actually about putting it up, so I hope you guys are respectful and understand. I wasn't even trying to be mean through any of it. I am frustrated. I am upset. I get really emotional about some of this stuff. I don't know how to work through some of it, I think, which is some of my frustration. I actually reached out to my ex for 2 or 3 days in a row because I wanted to talk to him and say, hey, is this really the relationship you want to have with me? I mean, is this really, we can't talk about our kids, we can't communicate, you're not allowed to respond to a text, like, is this really what you want? I mean, if it is, I'll respect it. It is what it is, right? But I don't think it has to be that way. And so I'm like ready to sit down with her and him and bring Robert. I'll need him there, because if they get nasty with me, I need him there. I need his support. So I'm thinking about getting together with them to just sit down and say, can we figure a way out to work this out so that I'm allowed to talk to my ex-husband. Like, she doesn't need to be worried, because I don't want him back. I'm totally head over heels in love with Robert, like 100%. I don't want him, so you can have him fully and not feel threatened by me in any way. I think that might be part of the problem, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, I am going to sign off. I gotta get out of here and go get my pedicure. I'll see you guys all in a little bit. Bye.